All right, second half for the Denver Broncos and the LA Chargers. A lot of points coming up. I mean, that was the commercial break. The social medias that's the TV sports commercial break here until we can get monetized. then we'll just put all the ads in there. Chargers Broncos divisional game. Broncos with 2 losses, Chargers with 2 losses, Chiefs with 2 losses. This is week 8, so it's kind of clutch time right now for all these teams trying to make that divisional run. The River Hogs only got 2 wins, 2 or 3 wins. Oh, Corey Dillon. He got hit hard by Devin Bush. Got sent backwards. SK Money, big fan of the stream. Thank you for the subscribe as well, SK. That's the main guy. Those of you just tuning in, like SK Money, there's all the different ways you can support the channel. Follow, subscribe. Check out our Patreon. If you missed any of the action, this entire stream is going to go up on our Patreon page. Early and ad-free, no commercials there. And these 4 episodes that we're recording for YouTube will probably take us through the end of January 2024. Probably going to do some WWE 2K this weekend as well. So be on the lookout for that. Screen pass. You can't do a screen pass against Derek Stingley and the Broncos, man. That guy's a shutdown corner. How's he been doing in real life? I think I always ask that because he's really great in this game. He went to the Texans. Hand off to Dillon. Oh, my God. Big opening there. Let's see. Derek Stingley. Check Wikipedia. I had to edit the Jim Druckenmiller's Wikipedia the other day. You know I'm an XFL connoisseur. And I was looking up some... Oh, my God. Jake Plum with all those jukes. I was looking up some Jim Druckenmiller stats and whatnot. And on his Wikipedia page, it said Jim Druckenmiller was one of 3 XFL quarterbacks in 2001 to play all 10 games through the season and not get injured, which both of those are incorrect. So I went in and deleted that because, first off, the only XFL quarterback that played all 10 games, including the playoffs, and did not get injured was Tommy Maddox. Mike Pawlowski of the Demons got hurt, and we saw Pat Barnes come in a bunch. For the Outlaws, it was Ryan Clement. He got hurt, and we saw Mark Grebe come in. On the Orlando Rage, of course, the famous one, that Jeff Brom, who's currently the coach of Louisville, he got injured, and it was Brian Kuklik, who did not play that well. On the Hitmen, it started off with Charles Polari, and he played so bad, he got benched for Wally Richardson. For the Chicago, I don't know how many other people would know all the XFL quarterback history, but I got it for you. The Chicago, look at that, he ran right into the pile. On the Chicago Enforcers, they started off with Tim Lester, and he scored a bunch of points, but they couldn't win games, so he got benched for Kevin McDougal. And then the Birmingham Bolts, it was Casey Weldon, who would get injured, and that would lead the way to Jay Barker. And then Jay Barker would get a concussion on the cold, frozen tundra of Soldier Field. And then it was Graham Lee the rest of the way. And then on the Memphis Maniacs side, it was Marcus Crandall, who started the first 3 games, and he ended up getting benched against the San Francisco Demons at the end of week 3, and then Druckenmiller got the start in week 4. So the only quarterback that started all 10 games in the 2001 season was Tommy Maddox. So off the bat, that was wrong. And then the fact that, again, that they said that there were 3 quarterbacks, that was wrong. And Druckenmiller started, he came in at the end of week 3 against the Demons, and then he started week 4 and played the rest of the season. So I went in, little Wikipedia, and had to edit that and cut that stuff out. 30 for 30 was great, and we got the XFL back because of that 30 for 30. It got so popular. Now it's going to merge Got the big merge with the USFL, the big spring football league. What teams are going to make it? What teams are going to get cut? Because they're going to dump some of these teams. They're not all going to make it. All right, Derek Stingley. We looked him up. He suffered a hamstring in practice, injured reserve in September. Boy, he gets injured a lot. Well, in our world, Derek Stingley, fantastic shutdown corner. He hate me. Maybe the most famous XFL player, but might not be the best XFL player. He finished second in rushing. He had about 500 yards rushing. He finished second to the great John Avery. But if you're talking about XFL history, if you're just going from 2001, probably Tommy Maddox has got to be the best player from 01. The most popular, obviously, he hate me. But if you're going for all of the XFL, oh my God. It's a small sample size, but PJ Walker, what he did with the Roughnecks in 2020, played 5 games, but he was probably the best player that season. And then last season, who do you think was the best? Maybe A.J. McCarron was the best player last season. I know we're... Oh, God. Brady with... He's got no speed. I tried to run it. Oh, and Brady throws the interception. Son of... Tried to make Brady the third run it. He had no speed. Bob's that linebacker. Freaking Bob with the interception. Oh, my God. Second interception for Tom Brady the third. Who's the best player? What do you in the chat? What was the best player in last year's XFL? AJ McCarron, Ben DiNucci. The hottest player down the stretch was Luis Perez, because it was his trade and then his run with the Arlington Renegades. Big postseason run there. 14-10 Broncos. Bo Jackson. Yeah, Bo Jackson is also in the RXFL. Check that out on our YouTube page. Howie Mandel. You see Deal or No Deal's coming back? Oh, my God. We were just yapping about how good the screen pass defense is. And Stingley blows right past Harrison. Herschel Walker, he is on the St. Louis Rhinos on the RXFL. So if you want to see Herschel Walker doing his thing out there. Big time Herschel. Was he on the Rhinos? Maybe that's Thurman Thomas I'm thinking of. Who is Herschel? What team is Herschel Walker on in the RXFL? I don't know. Someone go on YouTube and let me know. I don't remember what team. Short pass there for Plummer, and they're going to be inside the red zone. I do have Blitz the League. We can play that sometime on the Xbox 360 there. No rules. I got my old... Oh, my God. I got my old Blitz the League Minnesota Reapers on our Patreon page. So sign up at Patreon. You can see those old episodes. Yeah, the Generals. They might get cut in the new merger league. Corey Dillon. Going to get the Chargers here inside the 10-yard line. We're going to play a second game, so don't go anywhere just yet. We got the Minnesota Vikings game on the road after this. Oh, sliding down, touchdown, Los Angeles. They got the fireworks going. Don't like the name Partles. Was that on the Chargers? Well, if he's on the Chargers, I don't like it either. Oh, we got the pylon cam. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Ball crossed the line. Full possession. And the Chargers back on top. Pending the extra point here. 16-14. It's going to be down the stretch. I'm telling you, SK, I'm the jersey helmet guy. Every game we play here, I got to go through the uniforms. What uniform should we wear in the next game against the Vikings? Vikings don't really... I mean, they have a throwback. Maybe they could wear throwbacks since we never got the Super Bowl in 1998 that everyone wanted between the Vikings and the Broncos. Maybe the Vikings want to wear their throwbacks. Pardon me, Bobby? I don't know if you can do that on Twitch. All right. Tom Brady III. Just gave up 7 points. The interception here. Quick pass to Torrey Holt. Put me in the Hall of Fame. Yes, put me in the Twitch Hall of Fame, the HOF. Brady, Jamil Pierce. First down for the Broncos. I gave you an XFL history lesson too, the 01, your quarterback lesson. You gotta get caught up on those old XFL games. Who was the XFL MVP? Wasn't it AJ McCarron in 2023? 2023 XFL MVP. I guess that would be your best player, right? Draw play to Pierce. Boy, he's, yeah, not much. They tried to correct me, Google, and said, did you mean NFL MVP? No, of course not. We're talking XFL here. Perez was the championship MVP. Oh, yeah, it was A.J. McCarron. So, yeah, so A.J. McCarron. I still say greatest player in XFL history. Got to be Tommy Maddox. Just because he went through, as I said, 12 games, won the first championship. I mean, A.J. McCarron, we didn't get to see what he could have done in the postseason. They went 7-3, but they played in such a strong division there. Tom Brady III. Anthony Page's pass is knocked away. And the Broncos will have to punt, and increasing danger of losing their second game back-to-back here. This team went 15-1 2 years ago. Much of the same core of the roster is here. Got a little older or so. I saw an interview on TikTok from the XFL. He said something like, how are you guys starting after taking that hit 6 days ago? Oh, you're probably... I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the Jeff Brom. The Jeff Brom play. And you can YouTube it. Yeah, so Jeff Brom, he's now the coach of Louisville Cardinals, who are undefeated in college football. But Jeff Brom is against the Memphis Maniacs. Jeff Brom would have been the XFL League MVP if he didn't get hurt. But week 5, Shante Carver, XFL, Memphis Maniacs, Liberty Bowl, comes in after Shante Carver had already injured and laid out Ryan Clement in week 2, separated his shoulder, came in, laid out Jeff Brom. You can look at this hit on YouTube. Sandwiched him. I mean, he was squished. The neck, the helmet was twisted. He came out. Rage still went on to win the game. And then it was week 6, NBC, Orlando Rage, Las Vegas Outlaws at home. They interviewed Jeff Brom. Said, how are you still doing it? And he said, this is the XFL. Do I or do I not have a pulse? Yes, I do. So let's go play football. They won that game. And then week 7, that was the big one. It was 6-0 Orlando Rage against the 4-2. Yeah, 6-0 against 4-2. Los Angeles against the Orlando Rage. And Jeff Brom got injured in that game. Done for the year. Brian Kuklik came in. He lost to LA. He lost to Chicago. He beat New York. Was able to win that one. Beat Birmingham as well. But he ended up getting benched in the playoff game for Jim Arianes because he played with Galen Hall in NFL Europe. Then Jim Arianes comes in, throws the pick 6. Orlando would later score, get the 3-point conversion, 1-point game. But then the Orlando Rage, 8-2 home playoff game, would lose to the San Francisco Demons at 5-5. And then Demons would go to the championship game. Mike Pawlowski, they'd get blown out, nearly shut out. But then Ottoman Sampson came in, got the scramble touchdown. There you go. You can tell I've watched the 01 XFL season multiple times over and over again. I know everything about that season up and down. I have not watched the 2020 season or the 2022 season as much as I've watched the 01 season, so maybe I need to get all that down. They do have stats people in the end. I don't have a stat guy sitting here. I got Luna, the TB Sports mascot, sitting here. All right, we got 8 minutes to go, so it's kind of clutch time now. I mean, if we had scored points every single time we were in the red zone, we'd be in a solid spot. That's got to be a touchback. Yes, it is. Rick who? Rick Ordinaso? Sounds like a made-up name. Let's try if we can get one of these deep passes again. It worked out before. All right, here we go. Brady the third. That one nearly intercepted again. You should be a stat guy and a researcher. Where can I get one of those jobs? Is that on LinkedIn? Send me a link. I'll be the stats guy. Brady dumps it off to Jamil Pierce, and he just got nervous and dropped it. So, boy, oh boy, it is probably NFL careers. NFL Films is up in New Jersey. I don't know if I can handle the cold. Maybe they have remote work. Brady the third. There's the first down to Dante Hall. Hits the spin move. And the Broncos still have life. As long as you got Tom Brady the third out there, you always got a chance. Remember, we got the Vikings game coming up next, so don't go anywhere. Tom Brady the third. Quick pass. Out to Nick Coffey. The famous Coffey brothers. Well, if there's anyone out there, they want me to be a NFL statsman, hit me up, TB Sports. I'll roll all the social medias at the bottom of the screen. Send me a DM ski there. Uh-oh. We're going to change the play here. We were going to run it, but look at how they got this box stacked. So guess what? We're going to do a quick pass to Torrey Holt. Ready? Boom. They're trying to play zone coverage out there. Stacking the box. Tom Brady the third. You just audible right out of that. And we're in business. Ready for this draw play? Draw play Broncos. Donovan McNabb, 2 of 6. Terrible. That was a very high snap. Pierce gets the give right up the gut. And nearly picks up the first down. My goodness. 2nd down and 2. Gotta be Pierce again, right? Oh, man. That opening just closed up in a hurry. 2nd in the league in rushing. So that's usually with Jonathan Taylor. Here with Jamil Pierce. Let's just say we've had to rely on Tom Brady's arm. Tom Brady the third's arm quite a bit. There's Nick Coffey again in the first down. At least the Broncos are in field goal range here. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Whether or not we get a touchdown out of it remains to be seen, but field goal range. We'll take it. We'll allow it. Tom Brady the third. Quick pass over the middle. Dangerous pass. Went behind Torrey Holt. And that one goes incomplete. 4.5 to play in this one. Janikowski has struggled with field goals, though, in this ball game. He's missed a field goal, and he's missed an extra point. Tom Brady the third, closing in on 300 yards passing. Should we get into some clock chewing mode here a little bit? Can we drain 4 minutes? We can at least get a first down. Or are we screwing ourselves? Because if the Chargers go down and score, do we leave not that much time on the clock? My kicker should be great. It's Sebastian Janikowski. One of the greatest kickers in NFL history. But of course, this is like year 3 Sebastian Janikowski, as opposed to 20-year NFL veteran Jamil Pierce. Nearly with the touchdown. Should we weather WX man? I think WX stands for weather. I don't know. Should we go for the touchdown? Should we keep chewing the clock? We got Ruben Drones coming in now. Up the gut. Yeah, Dick Butkus. Oh, do a little rest in peace for Dick Butkus. He played with our Ann Arbor Annihilators in the RXFL for about 5 seasons. But he'll live on in the RXFL. Season 2 coming your way, but catch the end of Season 1 on our YouTube page. RXFL playoffs coming your way. That's our Legends relocation fantasy draft. That's kind of like our version of the XFL. All right, well, the Chargers aren't calling a timeout. So it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown may seal it for the Broncos. Or we go for the field goal here. Tom Brady the third. Oh my God, he didn't make it. Holy smokes, do you go for the win or do you go for overtime? Oh my God. I think we're gonna be cowards and we're gonna play for overtime. It's 1 yard, but we already did the quarterback sneak and Brady fumbled it. The chat saying go for the win. All right, I'll let the clock wind down. I'm gonna go for it. Should we do a run? We gotta do a pass, right? Because the run's not doing the trick. All right, everyone says go for the win. The chat says go for the win. The fans say go for the win. We got to go double cross, right? Crossing, try to hit someone across the middle here. They're changing stuff up. The sneak won't work. I'm telling you, Brady already fumbled the QB sneak. He can't do it like his dad. For the victory. 4th and goal. Touchdown! Touchdown, Broncos! Great call by the chat. Tom Brady the third to Torrey Holt. Chargers are all befuddled and baffled out there. He's looking for his jock or something. I don't know. Oh, my God. How about that? Clutch play from Tom Brady III. And look at all the people. Is he going to miss the extra point again? I cannot get these kicks down. There you got it. All right. 17-play, 80-yard drive for the Broncos. Always listen to the chat. Yes. Look at the people in Inglewood, California. They're heading to their cars, trying to beat that LA traffic. They've had enough. And if the Chiefs lose, that'll put our Broncos in sole possession of first place. How about that? Let's look in the chat. Or not the chat, but the little score down at the bottom. Did the Chiefs play yet? All right, there's 34 seconds, so we gotta buckle down here. If anyone knows Broncos history, they're good at allowing touchdowns at the end of games. Just ask Joe Flacco. Plummer. He's going to go short to Corey Dillon. That's not going to get it done. You need to take a timeout there. What teams do you play as? Well, I'm playing with the Broncos here, formerly of the Dolphins and the 49ers before they fired me. On NFL 2K5, we're playing with the Washington Commanders. On NCAA 14, we're playing with the Utah Utes. On MLB, we're playing with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hockey, the Detroit Red Wings. I think that's all my teams, right? We're going to start playing arena football again. We were playing with the Kansas City Brigade, but we'll start that one again because we're going to play it. Unless I want to make a Kansas City Brigade. All right, 4th and inches. They're going to go Hail Mary. Jake Plummer just steps right up and gets sacked by John Banks, and the Broncos will come back. Yeah, the Powerball is really big, isn't it? If you win the Powerball, would you donate to... if you won the Powerball, I would ask, visit streamlabs.com/tbsports27. Put a little Powerball something in the tip jar. And your message, you can send a special message in and come right across the screen. Yes, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Denver will avenge the loss to the Houston Texans, get the win here. Final timeout called by the Chargers. Victory formation, something that the Miami Hurricanes don't know anything about. And it's victory back in the win column for Tom Brady III and the Denver Broncos. But we got one more game coming your way. We got the Minnesota Vikings up next. Some pictures here. Oh yeah, these could be possible thumbnails. Well, that's a good one. Look at that, getting all beat up there. All right, Broncos in the win column, final stats. And we got one more game coming your way. Denver Broncos. Oh my God, hit the mic. Denver Broncos, Minnesota Vikings. That one coming up next on TB Sports 27.